Hey, good morning and welcome into the crossroads of those hungry for money and thirsty for college basketball. You've come to the right place. This is Beat the Bookie, and I'm your host, Calvin Christoforo. Trying to feed some of you left unfed by Nick Zelaya last week, who, regardless of what color arm tape he wears in pickup basketball, left a lot of you guys in the red, going just 2-6. That puts the Wallingford sharpshooter all the way down at the bottom of our standings, which is the bad news. The good news, while Nick missed a lot of shots, the only shots I missed are the ones I don't take. And luckily for you, I'm taking a lot of shots today, and that starts with our big games of the week. Hey, do you know how many quad 1 wins Kansas has? I'll tell you, 15. Nobody else in the country has double digits. So when I see Kansas getting points, I'm going to take them. I don't care if it's against number 9 Texas on senior day. I don't care if it's against the Los Angeles Knights with Calvin Cambridge wearing the Like Mike sneakers. Heck, I don't care if it's against the Monstars on Saturn. I'm taking the team I believe is the best in the country, getting points, 3.5 on the road for $10. We go to America's favorite conference, the one on the Atlantic coast, for our second big game, and it features two teams that I think could very well make a deep run in March. Number 16 Miami plays host to number 25 Pitt, who sits as a 6.5-point underdog. And for good reason. The Panthers are coming off a loss to a Notre Dame team that at the time was 2-16 in the conference. But I like Pitt, and I really like Pitt. A potential Elite 8 type like at Pitt. So I think it bounces back in a big way. This team is not going to have back-to-back clunkers and back-to-back games, especially with first place in the ACC on the line. So give me Pittsburgh to cover 6 in the hook for another $10. We go out west for our final big game. Number 4 UCLA welcomes in number 8 Arizona to the City of Angels after everyone's bedtime tonight. And this one, to me, a no-brainer. I've never liked Arizona, especially because they always let you down. Don't believe me? Check the Wildcats results in the NCAA tournament over the last 10 years. No, seriously. Pause here and do that. Okay, now that we both know they struggle to win big games, and we both know this is a big game, we both know to take UCLA minus 4.5 for $10. We pause here to check out my picks compared to our producers in the C-suite. And the producers are rolling with me with Kansas and UCLA, but like the Canes to beat my Panthers by 7 or more. But there's a reason why I'm here and they're there. So listen to the guy in the suit and move on, especially after our producers made this decision. Omitting Duke and UNC from our big games? I mean, come on. This is the biggest game of them all. So I'll make up for it and put it in myself. And while both these teams are unranked, I believe these are both potential second weekend teams if they get into the dance. So this game, gonna be close. We know that it always is between Duke and UNC. So I'm not picking a winner. What I do like, the under. 142.5. Rivalry game, good defense, not a lot of points. And these two teams combined for 120 in their first meeting. So I like the under here for $10. We stay in the best conference in the country for my next pick. 3-16 Notre Dame in the conference, getting 8.5 at Clemson, and that's too many points for Vegas to give me. ND has kept it close in a lot of their losses this year. 4 points to Duke, 2 to Virginia, 4 to UNC, and I think this game is going to be no different. Clemson, good, not great. Give me 15 pieces of gold for the Irish to keep it tight in Mike Bray's final game of the regular season. I got 15 more down on Michigan State to cover 6.5 against Ohio State. This one, quite simple. Ohio State, not a good basketball team. Even coming off of wins at Illinois and ranked Maryland, the team is still 5-14 in Big Ten play, and in my eyes, incapable of keeping it within a touchdown against a Tom Izzo team at home in March, especially with what this program has gone through this season. Sparty to win and cover on senior day. My final pick is Maine, getting 10.5 in the 7-2 matchup in the America East Tournament against UMass Lowell. And while you're wasting your breath right now calling me a homer, let it all out, especially let me explain to you why this game is a lot more than just an excuse for me to talk about the nation's best state. The Black Bears and the Riverhawks have played twice this season. Once a 2-point Hawks win, the second a 5-point Bears win. So where does the 10.5 come from? I have no clue, neither do you. UMO, 10 in the hook for 10 more. This pick I love so much, I'm doubling down on it for my dog of the week. $5 for the Bears to pull the upset outright. I mean, for plus 460? Come on, $5 down there. My parlay looks like this. Number 12, Tennessee, money line to win at unranked Auburn. William and Mary to pick up a win in the 8-9 matchup in the CAA tournament against Elon. Louisville, yes, Louisville to hang tough and cover 18.5 against number 13, Virginia. $10 there to win me nearly 70. Finally, I look into the future and pick Kansas to win the national title. I think Kansas is the best team in college basketball, so I enjoy picking the best team to win, so I'll do so. $5 here at plus 850 for the Jayhawks to make it back-to-back. To recap, my picks today looked like this. Kansas to cover against Texas. Pittsburgh to hang tough against Miami. UCLA to beat Arizona. The under in Duke, Carolina. Notre Dame to keep it close against Clemson. We look at Michigan State winning against Ohio State. My Maine Black Bears to not only hang tough against UMass Lowell, but to win outright. A $10 parlay of Tennessee, William and Mary, and Louisville. Yes, 4-win Louisville to keep it close against number 13, Virginia. And Kansas to win the national championship. All right, that's all I got. Now I can sit back, relax, and swim in a pool of money. Great day of college basketball. You can enjoy it as well. Put some money down with me, and let's roll to the finish line. I'm Calvin Christoforo. This is Beat the Bookie. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week.